Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to day 2. The topic today is home. What home is, what home could be, where is the heart calling, where is the womb calling for the home to be. We are master creators, and so the big questions that I have today is, what are we creating? What am I creating? What home is like the yearning of my heart, and what home is the yearning of my womb? I think we all try our best to create a beautiful home. We try and do our best to create home with our families, with our mother, father, and once we become parents, to create it with our children and our partners. And we fail, don't we? Oh, we fail. And then we pick ourselves up and we try again. And then we fail. And we try again and again. And I think we all have this massive yearning to create a beautiful, beautiful home. But do we ever pause to think, to reflect? What are we creating with? What are we creating from? What's the baseline? What's the foundations that we create from? And yeah, what is it that we really want to create? What is it that I really want to create? And I guess there are many ways to explore this subject, but the two I'm going to focus on is the physical one and the metaphysical one. Metaphysical meaning, the physics beyond the math, without the math. And when I ask myself, what's my home beyond the physical realm, beyond the math, it's like it's here. Like there is no question and no doubt. My true home is the divine self, the soul, the part that was always there and always will be there, beyond the temporariness of my body, the temporariness of my friends and my loved ones. And I think it is so super important to nurture this home. It is so super important to dwell in this home, like come back to it. And I think I definitely sometimes find myself trying to find this home, this ultimate safety, ultimate freedom to be me, ultimate like unlimited space to explore and develop and grow outside, like in the space with my romantic partner, in the space that I create for my child as a mother. I catch myself trying to find those things in the material world, and that's why I fail. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not our fault. Nobody teaches us these things. So we do our best, but the times are changing now, and a lot more is becoming available to us, right? So this knowing and wisdom that the ultimate home, to feel the warmth that comes from the eternal fireplace, that place that you can sit and just feel safe and feel held and feel welcome and feel I can be absolutely and totally myself with everything I've got, all the good things, the amazing things, and all the things that I judge to be not so good. That's, that is within, that is in the space of the heart, that is in the space of meditation, like behind the closed eyes, that is in the space within. My baby woke up, so obviously he wanted to be part of this video. So home on the material level, on the physical level, home is what we associate it with, is the place that we live, the structure, the house, the flat, the apartment. And we look after it, we tidy it. This is where we cook, where we nourish our body, where we nourish our emotion, by meeting with everyone at the end of the day, sharing stories, how was work, how was school, where we meet friends, we open the door to meet the ones that we really value, and I think it's also where we are trying to, well, we give support and nourishment to the ones that we love. And we kind of hope we can be nourished and receive support and care as well. I think, and that's where it kind of gets blurry and it kind of gets tricky, because we also want to, home is somewhere ideally where we want to feel free to be ourselves, to drop all the masks, to not to try to be someone or prove something, accomplish anything. It's like a resting place, isn't it? Like a resting place, a place where we can be warmed by the fire, where we can be loved and fully accepted, where we can grow, where we can rest, where we can feel safe, where we can rejuvenate ourselves on every level, to then be able to go out the front door and bring our gifts into the community or the society in general. But this is tricky because obviously the loved ones, the physical family that we may have, might not always be in position to give it to us. They might have a bad day, a bad week, a bad year. They might have stuff going on physically, emotionally. For whatever reason, they can't give it to us. And then we look for it with friends. We kind of spread out what home is, and we source these things from various different friends to feel accepted, to rest and rejuvenate. And this is all fine, this is good, but if we rely on these sources solely, if that's the only if there is nowhere else, if we don't incorporate the metaphysics, the physics beyond the math, to replenish, to go back to, then we are in trouble. Yeah. I think the really far out patterns that we fall into is creating dependencies, where we absolutely depend on others to feel good, to feel fulfilled, to feel connected, to feel accepted, to feel loved. Part of maturing, becoming the mature feminine, is the ability to fall back into the home that we are within ourselves. You know, yeah, very often when I go to like a yoga session or a sound bath or rebirthing, like any of those things, or dance, the wild dance, natural dance. These are the places that open the door to the home within myself. And then I feel really nourished. Then I feel really like welcomed, because it's a homecoming. It is a homecoming into myself, into my divine self, into the source of absolute love. Yes, it feels like homecoming because we are accessing that aspect of ourselves that is beyond the body, beyond the material. And do we have to go for a yoga class or sound bath or a breath work session to feel at home? No. No, we can access it at any point, really. That's good news. And I think it's really important to nourish this connection, to build it and to nourish it so that we can fall back on it at any point, at any time. And since the eternal self exists beyond time and space, it doesn't really matter if we access it for like 20 seconds or 20 minutes. We can get just as much from it. Yeah. I think this is especially important if you are at the point in your life where it is your turn to hold the torch for others, you know? When, like, obviously, when we are children, like, the torch is held by the parents, and our home is where our parents are. And then we kind of grow out of it into teenage time, and that's like, oh, who am I? Who likes me? Where do I belong? It's like home is everywhere and anywhere, and it's nowhere. Like home is that place that I crash into when I'm not doing exciting stuff, you know, of self-exploration. And then it kind of, you know, we take shape and form of who we want to be. And there is this expansion of, okay, I want to try this and that, I want to do this in life. And it's like still the focus is still on like myself. I want to achieve this and I want to, like, it's all about me, but kind of going into being in service for others. But it's like, yes, in service for others, but let's see what I'm capable of, what I can do within that area of being in service. And then finally we arrive. Yeah, I'm 45. I'm definitely arriving at a point in my life where I want to be in service to others, and no longer with like a focus on what can I do, how far can I go, but more like, yeah, I don't know what I don't know. I'm not even sure 100% what I know. But I'm going to make myself visible. I'm going to make myself seen. And I want to hold the torch for others. And, when my stick becomes like small, when all is burnt out or whatever, if like whatever's burning on my stick is running out, then I'll go back into the home of my divine self, home of myself, and I'll replenish so that it may burn some more. So in this paradigm, I'm not depending on any outside source. I'm not trying to get some from others. I'm just gonna continue giving and giving and giving. And because I am the well and I am the chalice. Yeah, isn't that the most beautiful way to live? Obviously, at that stage of life. I believe there are different focuses at different times. Yeah. So, yeah, let's make an alignment. Let's make an alignment, aligning with the home within. Let's see how that goes, and let's see what it brings, right, into our life. I think today is a day of planting seeds. Little seeds. Okay. Okay. Every tree starts with a seed, and with time it grows into a mighty, mighty tree. So let's see if we can make an alignment without being disturbed by the powers of a toddler. Oh, okay. Calling in the Divine Mother and dropping like a little thank you all the way down through the center line of the body into the earth. Saying thank you, connecting with her in that way, opening the gates to being received and nurtured by her, and giving thanks to the everything there is, the universal intelligence, God, the divine, that thing that was always there and always will be there, everything, everywhere, all at once. And giving thanks to that and opening through the central line of the body, opening that channel to giving and receiving, connected with the earth and with the divine, with the spirit. We are as like one of the Holy Trinities, one of the ways to look at the Holy Trinity, with the little me in the middle. Landing in the heart. Allowing the light of our awareness to spread lower into the diaphragm, the stomach, the whole area of those vital organs, and all the way down into the womb. Saying hello, breathing into it. And then the hips, the thighs, the knees, calves and shins, all the way down to the left foot and left big toe, and the right foot and the right big toe. The whole body, breathing into the whole body, the physical matter of the body. And breathing into the space that the body occupies in space. And let's alternate it for a while. Breathing into the physical body. Feeling the borders of the body with the skin. And breathing into the space that the body occupies in space. And again, breathing into the body. Feeling the physical body in full. And then breathing into the space that the body occupies in space. And now breathing into both at the same time. And in this beautiful, nourishing space of deep relaxation, let's give thanks to everyone that we found home with. All those close ones that, at least for a moment in our life, we found home with. You can bring them in front of you and say thanks. Thank you. And now bringing all them like places, your house. Perhaps you felt home in a forest, by a river. Perhaps you found home in another person's home for a while during your travels. Perhaps at some point in your travels you felt like the whole city or the whole country or the whole continent was like a home to you. So giving thanks to that. Perhaps if you had a dog, or you have a dog, or a cat, or any other animal, and you created that feeling of hominess, homeliness in the space with the animal. So giving thanks to that. Perhaps you had moments in your life when your pillow and your duvet was a home, and it felt good and safe to rest there. Giving thanks to having a bed and having had that experience with just the pillow and the duvet. And now tuning in with your heart. And aligning, having that intention to align with the highest frequency available at this moment. Aligning with the highest frequency in the space of your heart. And bringing in feelings of ability to rest, feelings of being held, feeling safe, supported. Like this idea of allowing yourselves to be free, to be you, in your wholeness, in your fullness, in your totality. All of those qualities, this space of support, of rejuvenation, of love, absolute love, in the space of your heart. And just understanding that this frequency, this energy, this state that you're in now, this might just be your eternal home. That is available to you right now. So just breathing deeply here and allowing yourself to rest here. Aligning to the frequency of the home that is your divine self. The home within your heart. Om Yana Om Home. ultimate, ultimate, ultimate home. The vibration of the home. Encapsulating this feeling, this being, this vibration in a seed. And placing it within the body where it can grow into a mighty tree of life. Just follow your intuition where it should be. And imagine creating a protective dome of light, golden blue light around the seed in this space of your body. You have arrived at a time and space where this seed is planted. Placing your hand on that space within the body and just taking a few deeper breaths. Knowing you can always call upon this place. You can always call upon this home. And for a moment there, imagine everyone who planted this seed ever in time, in past, future, present. We are this mighty forest. We are a mighty forest with all the trees of life. And we bring about a beautiful cohabitat for everything to grow in, for all the plants and all the animals, for the wind to blow through the leaves, for mushrooms to grow, and we are connected through the roots, we are connected through the leaves. A sacred forest for the new humanity. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for joining me in this exploration of unleashing the true potential. It's a pleasure, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.